Hello children, good morning to all. This is class 9th math class. In the previous class, we had completed chapter 4 expansion. In this way, we have completed our first term syllabus. Now, in this class, we are going to start revision from chapter 1 rational number. Let us see the first question of this exercise. Without doing any actual division, find which of the following rational number have terminating decimal representation. First part is 7 by 16, second part 23 by 125. Dear students, as we know, if the denominator of a rational number can be expressed as 2 power either 2 power m or 5 power n or both 2 power m into 5 power n, where m and n both are whole number, it means it must be a positive number, then the rational number will be a terminating rational number. Let us see the first part. 7 by 16 will make it a prime factorization of the denominator, means 16. You will get it 4 times 2 is coming here, so we will write down 7 upon 2 power 4. It is in the form of 2 power m, therefore it will be a terminating rational number. Next question is 23 upon 125. Students, you have to make a prime factorization of 125. So you will find out there are 3 5. So you'll write down 23 upon 5 power 3. It is also in the form of 5 power n. Therefore, it is also and this is also a terminating decimal number. Next, question number 2. Prove that the following number is a irrational number. Root 3 plus root 2. How we will prove them? Let us see. Let us assume on the contrary that root 3 plus root 2 is a rational number. So as we know that rational number are always in the form of p by q or a by b, so we'll write down root 3 plus root 2 is equal to a by b. So root 3 is equal to a by b minus 2. This 2 will come this side. So by squaring both side, root 3 whole square is equal to a minus b minus root 2 whole square. Now root 3 whole square is equal to 3 equals to a minus b whole square means a square upon b square minus 2ab, 2 into root 2a upon b plus root 2 square means 2. Now a square upon b square minus 2 root 2a upon b plus 2 equals to 3. We can write down in this way also. So a square upon b square minus 2 root 2ab upon b is equal to 3 minus 2. This 2 will transpose to that side. A square upon b square minus 2 root 2a upon b equals to 1. 3 minus 2 equals to 1. Next we will see a square upon b square minus 1 is equal to 2 root 2a upon b. So a will take it LCM here, b square, a square minus b square is equal to 2 root 2a upon b. Now root 2 is equal to, the remaining part will be reciprocal. A square minus b square upon b square into this b will become the denominator and 2 a will become the denominator. So this b and b will cancel out, 1b will remain here. So a square minus b square upon 2ab is equal to root 2. Here a square minus b square upon 2ab is a rational number. If it is a rational number, a square minus b square upon 2ab is a rational number, then we can say that root 2 is also a rational number. But as we know that root 2 is not a rational number, it is a irrational number. This contradicts the fact that root 2 is a rational number, so our assumption is wrong. Hence root 3 plus root 2 is an irrational number, hence proved. Now we'll see the next question number 3. Write an in ascending order root 3 root 5 and 4 root 3. Which one is bigger? We have to write down in ascending order. It means first we have to compare them. Let us see. Here root 2 is given, no, square root is given. It means we will write down like this: 3 square into 5 under root and 4 square into 3 under root. So because 3 will be written like this, 9 square root, that is equal to 3. So 9 can be written 3 square. So here 3 square means 9 into 5, 9, 45, and here 16 into 3, 48. Which one is bigger? This one is bigger. This is stand for this one. So we'll write down 3 root 5 is smaller than 4 root 3. This will be our answer. Second part, 2 cube root of 5 and 3 cube root of 2. Which one is bigger? So here cube root 3 is given, so we'll write down 2 power cube into 5 cube root, and here similarly 3 power 3 into 2 cube root. So 2 power cube means 8. 8 into 5, 40. 40 cube root. Here 3 power 3 means 27 into 2, 54 cube root. So which one is bigger, 54 or 40? 54 is bigger. Therefore we can say that 2 cube root of 5 is smaller than 3 cube root of 2. This will be your answer. Next part is compare 6 root 15 and 4 root 12. Which one is bigger? Dear students, first we'll write down like this: 15 1 by 6 in exponential form like this. Similarly 12 power 1 by 4. Now we will take it the LCM of 1 by 6 and LCM of 6 and 4. It will be 12. So how will you make it 12 this power? 1 by 6 by multiplying both sides 2 by 2. Here also 1 by 4 can, how we will get it 12 here? By multiplying both 3. So we will multiply both sides 3 by 3. So here 15 power 2 by 12. Similarly 12 power 3 by 12. So denominators are same. We will write down like this in root form. This denominator will come this side and this will come here. 15 square 12 root, and here 12 cube 12 power 3 and 12 root. So both have 12 root. So 15 square means 225, and if you will cube multiply 3 times 12 12, you will get it 1728. So which one is bigger? Obviously 1728 is bigger. Therefore we will say that 4 root 12 is smaller than 4th root of 12 is smaller than 6th root of 15. This will be our answer. Now next question, insert two rational number between 5 and 6. So what we will do, first we will write down in insert two irrational number between 5 and 6. So we will write down, how we will write down 5 square under root means 5. Similarly 6 square under root 6. So squaring 25, 6 square is equal to 36. Between this we will write down the irrational number 25. The next number will be 27 and next 27. Root 26 6 and root 27 are two irrational number between 5 and 6. This will be your answer. Now next question is insert 5 irrational number between 2 root 5 and 3 root 3. So we'll write down like this: 2 root 5 square, here is square root, 3 root 3 square root. Now by squaring both this number we'll get it 4 root into 5 square root, and here 9 into 3 square root. So 5 into 4 20, and here 27. 7 square root. We have to find out 5 irrational number between these two. So 21, root 21, root 22, root 23, root 25, root 26. These are irrational number. We will not write down here root 25 because root 25 is a rational number. When you will make root 25 is equal to 5. It is a rational number. So we will not write down root 25 as a rational number. These are the required number. Let us see the next question, number 7. State with reason which of the following are surds and which are not. Dear students, surds are always in the form of x1 by n, or it is always in this way. Understand? It is an irrational number. So 190, let us make a prime factorization 190. You will find out that there are 2 2s, 3 2 3s and 1 5. We'll write down like this: 2 square into 3 square into 5. So 2 3 is 6 square into 5. Next 6 square means 6 into 6 will make it a pair, then its a square root will remove from this place, and 6 root 5, it is a surd because 5 is in the form of 6 into 5 1 by 2. It is given, no? So it will be a surd because surds are in the form of x1 1 by n, where n is a whole number, or it can be written in this way also. Next question is write the lowest rationalizing factor of 7 minus root 7. What is the rationalizing factor? Let us see. 7 minus root 7. If we will multiply both sides here by 7 plus root 7 to make it a rational number, Let us see. A minus b, a plus b. So it will be 7 square minus root 7 square. So it will be 49 minus 7, that is equal to 42, which is a rational number. So how it become rational number? When we are multiplying this number by 7 plus root 7. Therefore the lowest rationalizing factor will be 7 plus root 7. This will be our answer. So dear student, today this much only. We will see the next part in the next class. Thank you.